My name is Alma Whalen, and I am counsel for the respondent. I am answering questions posed by Justice Mazari Clark. While students do not necessarily have to abide by the school code of conduct while outside of school, such as when they are at home, I must make the clarification that they must still follow the code of conduct while attending school-sponsored activities, even if they are not on school property. The students were well aware that they would be attending a school-sponsored event, and the code of conduct is clear that these codes apply to school and/or institutional activities. The University Code of Conduct says in part that students who disrupt learning, teaching, or other institutional activities will be subject to sanction. The high school's Code of Conduct says in part that students are expected to conduct themselves in keeping with the educational purpose underlying all school activities. While the nature of the dolls was gruesome by many standards, the case that I would like to make here is that they were disruptive not because of the message that they were trying to portray, but because of the manner in which it was done. It was not a silent, passive act as we saw in Tinker v. Des Moines. The demonstrators wanted to get a rise out of the students, which is why they instructed them to lift all of the boxes at once without giving prior notice to what they would be seeing. They witnessed students being visibly discomforted and continued with their demonstration until staff intervened and some high school students were sent home early. While being subjected to this demonstration, the students were not learning what the activity was designed to teach. They were subject to a disruptive student protest that could have and should have been conducted in a manner that did not impose on the rights of other students and in a manner that could have been easily avoided. This is where I believe that the difference lies between a protest of students on campus who may be holding signs depicting gruesome images and the case here. The high school students were a captive audience at the time of the demonstration. While some moved away from the babies, they were likely not able to leave the room, and when the protests on campus, students can easily avoid the demonstration and do not have to look at or listen to what the protesters are saying if they don't want to. Thank you.